Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Today I thought we would do a little bit of learning, a little bit of news, and then jump into Call of Duty. Didn't get to play it at all this weekend, so I was a little bummed, but gonna make up for it and play significantly more today. So try and unlock, create a class, maybe go for like a gun mastery or something. But the first thing I wanted to look at, and might be the kind of the only stories we talk about, is climate and what's happening. There was this article from Common Dream. There was a lovely satire of how we're all basically fucked. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we're all done. Like, no hope. Even by 2050, we're done. So it's a satirical video detailing global deceit of net zero pledges, shows how fucked we are. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that something you want to read and love to hear about? Good news is we promised to reduce our emissions, and if you take all of our promises and add them together, that puts us on track for still very much fucked by 2050. Isn't that fun? Don't you just love to hear that? That even with all of the commitments from all the countries around the world to, I don't know, reduce carbon emissions, have a cleaner environment, we are still doomed. Don't you love to see that? So the video, post on Twitter. Let's take a listen. I haven't looked at this yet, so looking at it for the first time.
Hello, I'm from the government with an update on how we're handling the climate crisis. We know you're all counting on us to solve this problem so humanity can keep enjoying its favorite pastime, continuing to live on this planet. But you see, we've realized that we are the problem. And so, how should we put this? We're actually going to get us all killed. Look at this graph shaped like a penis because it shows how fucked we are. This is...
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, this is great. Love it.
Where we are now, and as we can see, it's already pretty fucked with massive fires, floods, heat waves, locusts, bullshit. This is what scientists call the stop here or we're fucked point, and this is where we're currently headed, or as scientists call it, net fucked by 2050. The good news is we've promised to reduce our emissions, and if you take all our promises and add them together, that puts us on track for still very much fucked by 2050, and that's if we keep our promises. A big if, since some of our biggest promises are being coke-blocked.
Yep, and there it is. So even if we had kept our promises, right? Kept all the big things, Build Back Better's not going to pass. So all the additional climate money, no chance. Whatever's in the BIF, that's it. Thanks to King Coal over here. Got to get his millions from his coal plants. Sucks. Fucked by 2050, all because this fucker.
Corporate coal shills, while others are nothing more than blah blah blah, or a plan printed on a pamphlet. Pamphlet? Our promises and pamphlets are also based on the hope that we'll offset our emissions with technologies which don't work or even fucking exist, or with technologies that do work and exist, like trees. Except trees need time to grow, which we don't have, and space, which we also don't have. Plus, trees can burn, which seems to happen a lot these days due to climate change, and when they do, they release all that carbon they captured, which means the only way we can keep our promises is to stop emitting carbon. Are we doing that? God, no. We've been subsidizing it at a rate of $11 million per minute, which discourages investment in renewables by distorting the market. And
how fucking insane is that? $11 million a minute subsidies for coal. Golly. Yeah, no chance. This planet's done. Now I see why all the billionaires are heading to Mars. They're going to get there first, colonize it. Yikes.
That's why there's a huge gap between our promises and where we need to be. We don't talk about that gap because that would entail a complex process called being honest. Being honest would mean admitting that we're failing. And we can't do that because then we'd have to stop failing. That would mean ending fossil fuel subsidies and banning all new gas, coal and oil projects. And to anyone suggesting harming our precious children like that, we say, how dare you? So being honest isn't an option for us, which is why we've come up with the next best alternative. Net zero by 2050. Net zero by 2050 means that instead of being honest this decade by taking this path, we leave the being honest part to the last minute by taking that path instead. As you can see, both lead to net zero in 2050, but they're very different journeys, cause this path adds this many emissions to the atmosphere, and that one adds 3 times as much. And since emissions are what's causing the planet to warm, that means crossing the stop here or we're fucked point, which risks setting off irreversible chain reactions beyond our control. That's the exciting.
I don't get how no world leader actually takes this as seriously as it is. Like, does that not scare anybody? Like, really? To actually do something about it? Like, the United States government is very strong. It can flex its muscle and basically say, fuck you to these companies and end all the subsidies. But no, still not doing any of that.
Part of running an experiment with the only planet we know that supports life in the whole fucking universe, just so we can make a few billionaires even richer. Net zero by 2050. Anywho, feel free to take over from us at any time, cause as you can see, we're captured by the fossil fuel industry, compromised by our moral failings and lack of vision, and probably going to get us all killed. This has been a message from your local government franchise. Goodbye.
Authorized by the Department for blah blah blah.
Oh, Greta. Oh, kill him, Greta. You speak the truth. So yeah, that's a fun video. Thought I'd start with that. But god damn, how scary is that? That by 2050, like, it's game over, basically, at the rate we're going. How this isn't taken more seriously. Like, all the world leaders at the Trevi fucking fountain just tossing the coin in, like, wishing climate change away. Like, God, we are so fucked. Humanity is on a catastrophic global heating trajectory that will pass what scientists call the net fucked by 2050 point and is risking irreversible chain reactions beyond our control just so billionaires can grow even richer. No, that's not today's report out of the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, Scotland. It's the latest honest government ad satire video from the Juice Media. The Australian company has been producing boat-rocking political and social satire videos since 2008, and now they've got humanity's woefully inadequate response to a potentially existential planetary emergency in their sardonic crosshairs. Specifically, insidious net zero pledges that dangerously delay the immediate carbon emission reductions needed to avert a worst-case climate scenario. So, humanity's woefully inadequate response. Let's look at that one. What has been the woefully inadequate? So, grim and alarming. This is back from September. Grim and alarming UN report details catastrophic global failure on climate. We're not going in the right direction, warns the head of the World Meteorological Organization. Yeah, I think anybody could tell you that. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned Thursday that humanity's future is at stake with governments' climate commitments as he marked the launch of a UN-backed report he called an alarming appraisal of just how far off course we are. This year has seen fossil fuel emissions bounce back, greenhouse gas concentrations continuing to rise, and severe human-enhanced weather events that have affected health, lives, and livelihoods on every continent, wrote Guterres in a foreword to the report United in Science 2021. Yeah, I live in California. We deal with fires all the time. It's not fun. Not great. Not headed in a good direction. Unless there are immediate, rapid, and large-scale reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, he continued, limiting warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius will be impossible with catastrophic consequences for people and the planet on which we depend. So I don't remember where I saw it, but so limiting warming to 1.5, and then I think there was something that said all of the commitments combined would get us to 1.8 degrees Celsius. So like, even with all the commitments combined, it's still not good enough. Like, we're still not doing enough to actually reach where we need to be. Like, how sad is that? That's so bad. Third edition of the multi-agency United in Science report was compiled by the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, and brings together assessments from partner organizations including the Global Carbon Project, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, and United Nations Environment Program. Got a video message alongside the launch. Continue to destroy the things on which we depend for life on Earth. The UN chief noted in his remarks that developed nations aren't immune from climate-related disasters, pointing to recent events like Hurricane Ida, which cut power to over 1 million people in New Orleans and left New York City paralyzed by record-breaking rain that killed at least 50 people in the region. Yeah, definitely not immune. I don't know why that is somehow a thought that people believe just if you're in a wealthy nation, you're going to be immune to climate change. Like, no. We're seeing it all over the place. Worse hurricanes, worse storms, worse fire season, earlier fire season, longer fire season. Like, it's not getting better. Key points noted to the report are that concentrations of key greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, continue to increase in 2020 and the first half of 2021. So, still emitting, still getting worse, still growing. CO2 emissions from the combustion of fossil fuels dropped in 2020 as a result of pandemic-related economic slowdown. And while there remains uncertainty about the global post-pandemic recovery, the report warns that decline appears to be temporary, pointing to initial estimates for 2021 that show a strong recovery in emissions with a possible return to pre-COVID levels within a year or two. So with COVID, all the lockdowns, people weren't driving, right? So people were staying at home, significantly less need to use a car. You don't need gas. So not combusting any fuel. So it actually got better. Like, I think at the beginning of the pandemic, somebody took a picture of like pre-COVID LA and then the very beginning of COVID restrictions in LA. And it's insane. The haze is gone. Like, it's actually clear. But now, looks like it's coming back. So, highlights the warming planet's impact on Arctic sea ice. Yeah, so the polar bears dying. Every year from 2017 to 2021, the report stated the Arctic average summer minimum and average winter maximum sea ice extent were below the 1981 to 2010 long-term average. September 2020, the Arctic sea ice extent reached its second lowest minimum on record. And I have a feeling that's only going to keep getting lower. The publication further notes climate crisis impact on human health. So how is this actually affecting your individual health? The increased occurrence of wildfires leads to peaks in air pollution concentrations, the publication states, and long-term exposure to air pollution is linked to chronic diseases such as asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, lung cancer, heart diseases, effects on the nervous system, and diabetes. The study also cites increasing evidence related to how the compound effects of air pollution and COVID-19 may lead to increased COVID-19 mortality. So, with all the pollutants in the air, you're even weaker to resist COVID. So COVID's going to be even worse because your body can't fight back. Oh, absolutely insane. If you saw any of the pictures of the West Coast last year with all the fires, how the sky was literally orange, literally looked like the apocalypse, it was absolutely insane. It's also likely that the annual global mean temperature will be between 0.9 degrees Celsius and 1.8 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial conditions for the period of 2021 to 2025, with a 40% chance of a single year within that 5-year span being 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Oh, so even above pre-industrial conditions. God. According to WMO Secretary General Petteri Talas, The report shows that global demands for governments to build back better from the pandemic have fallen on deaf ears. We are not going in the right direction, he wrote in a foreword to the report. Joey Rogel, sorry, don't know how to pronounce your name, one of the authors of the report and the director of research and lecturer in climate change and the environment at the Grantham Institute at Imperial College London, said the publication is another call to action. The messages in this report provide a grim and alarming picture. We are experiencing unprecedented climate change. We have caused it, and our actions to date are largely insufficient to avoid it from getting worse. So in summary, we are destroying the planet. We're not doing anything about it to make it better, and no one seems to care. Isn't that just great? A great response. So they have the net zero pledges that delay immediate action. So what are some of these net zero pledges? Over 700 groups demand real climate solutions, not net zero promises. So I'm guessing the US is one of those. I think ours is what, 2035 maybe? Can't remember. Something like that, 2030, 2035. But apparently that's not good enough. Only way to avoid climate catastrophe is to undertake deep, systemic, and just transformations of our energy, food, transport, industrial systems. As world leaders gather in Glasgow, so this is from November 1st, on Monday for the United Nations Climate Summit, more than 700 organizations from nearly 100 countries took aim at net zero pledges, premised on the notion of canceling out emissions in the atmosphere rather than eliminating their causes. Right, so pumping more shit into the atmosphere to try to neutralize the other shit that's already there. Is that the issue? Instead of, stop using coal, for example. Stop fracking. Those kind of things. Group's case for real climate solutions, not net zero promises, came in an open letter to governments and international institutions arguing that to address the current climate emergency, we need real plans, real solutions, real finance, and real zero for an urgent just transition. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, that sentence, but concerns that rich countries and polluting corporations will push ahead with false solutions at COP26. Net zero schemes pushed by polluters blithely rely on assumptions that carbon offsets, tree plantations, bioenergy, and dangerous distractions such as hydrogen and carbon capture and storage will somehow keep or take emissions out of the air after polluters have done their damage, explains the letter. Unproven technologies that have repeatedly failed, have yet to be realized, and remain non-viable at scale are being imagined as supposed solutions for continued emissions. We don't want to read about your promises to supposedly balance the emissions budget by mid-century using techno fixes, geoengineering, carbon markets, and accounting tricks, the letter tells governments. We want to know what you are doing today to eliminate the major sources of emissions, fossil fuel production and use, deforestation, and industrial agriculture, which are not only warming the planet, but also poisoning frontline and fence-line communities and polluting our collective environment. And we want to know what you will do from now on, tomorrow, and every year to come. The letter continues, to strengthen resilience, center justice, and support communities in a just and equitable transition to a fossil-free future that secures human rights, livelihoods, work, and a safe, clean, healthy, and sustainable environment for present and future generations. So basically the fear, just going to be a bunch of lip service, that there aren't going to be any real solutions coming out of COP26, which, wouldn't surprise me. World leaders owned by industry, probably not too eager to piss off said industry. So they had 11 specific demands, beginning with show us your climate plans, concrete steps, and specific programs that center just transitions, human rights, racial, gender, social, economic, and environmental justice, safety and secure livelihoods for workers, indigenous peoples, local communities, peasants, women, youth, and vulnerable groups. The group urge governments to demonstrate how they will rapidly cut planet heating emissions at source So instead of doing the offset stuff, actually reduce the emissions in the first place. To meet the Paris Climate Agreement's 1.5 degrees Celsius temperature goal and how they will phase out polluting industries while investing in sustainable replacements. The letter's signatories call on its targets to prove they recognize that there is no future for fossil fuels in a climate-safe world and share their plans to protect and restore biodiverse ecosystems as well as ensure real food security and food sovereignty in the face of climate threats. So from Food and Water Watch, net zero plans allow fossil fuel corporations to keep polluting. We joined with allies across the climate movement to call for a real end to fossil fuel emissions. So basically, problem, companies are just going to keep doing what they're doing, but through fancy accounting, I guess, can somehow be net zero. So you can still pollute a lot, and you're not actually solving any of the problems. You're not actually transitioning any of your processes to be climate friendly. Show us how you'll support proven alternatives and practices pioneered by smallholder farmers, women, indigenous peoples, and local communities, and respect and protect their rights, the letter says. So this article keeps going. So talking about the 700 organizations. But yeah, doesn't really seem like they have much hope that even what they're requesting is actually going to be listened to, right? Like there isn't much that they actually are going to do. Big polluters have pulled out all the stops, promoting their flaky net zero plans on the road to COP26, from schmoozing decision makers, sponsoring conferences, to rubbing shoulders with the Queen of England. Yeah. Look behind their vague ambitions and you see a chilling future of climate chaos and continued planetary destruction. These climate criminals, that's a good one. Climate criminals should have no seat at the table while they continue to try and burn it all down. Yeah, couldn't agree more. The people who are polluting the environment shouldn't be the ones who get to decide how it's going to be cleaned up. They should just be told, this is what you're going to do. These are the methods you're going to use. Deal with it. But of course, we know that's not how this works. So, good luck. I don't think there's much more on this. I think the rest of the article is kind of just summarizing what the video says. Yeah, like, good news is we promise to reduce our emissions. Take all our promises and add them together, puts us on track to still very much fucked by 2050. Yeah. So I just thought that one was kind of fun. That was a good video. Really disturbing content. But really scary thought that that is actually going to be the case. That God knows what the planet's going to be like by 2050, right? Less than 30 years from now. Scary, scary thought. Let's see if there's anything else. Common Dreams. Big fan of this site. They seem to actually have a clue about reporting. And credit where credit is due. A lot of print outlets do better than a lot of like mainstream CNN, MSNBC. But definitely liking Common Dream a lot. 100 groups reject greenwashing, hydropower industry at COP26. This one not happen. Permian Basin fracking, 40 billion tons of CO2. But yeah, that seems like a great idea. So exactly what we've been talking about and what we just looked at, not coming up with new processes and not stopping things like fracking. Yeah, 40 billion tons of CO2 by 2050. Great. Roadmap details just transition based on sustainable wind energy for Nebraska. Oh, so that'd be good. Coalition demands AT&T sever all ties with far-right Trump propaganda outlet OANN. Yeah, so I think it was revealed that AT&T was the largest financial backer of OANN. to get it off the ground and actually establish in their portfolio of companies, right, a right-wing news organization. So, like John Oliver said, you're a terrible company, you do horrible things, and you make the world worse. So, good job, AT&T. And on top of that, your service sucks. More than halfway through COP26, world leaders accused of delivering empty promises on a sinking ship. So the article from the first said the concern was that nothing was really going to happen from COP26. Let's see. Let's learn some more. What actually is happening? Our leaders must do whatever it takes to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. This is the consensus, I believe, in the scientific community that says we cannot raise global temperature by any more than that. Otherwise, there's going to be catastrophic problems. This means strong commitments and just actions today. And just actions, excuse me. With just 4 days left of the United Nations Climate Summit in Glasgow, Scotland, climate groups are demanding world leaders urgently change course by rejecting false solutions and committing to stop greenhouse gas emissions at the source to have any chance of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. On the proverbial sinking boat of the climate crisis, the water's up to our feet, but we still have the chance to keep afloat, said Glasgow-based climate activist Francis Brewer in a statement. All right, well, I'm glad somebody has hope. That's good. Our leaders must do whatever it takes to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. This means strong commitments and just actions today. Brewer's call came alongside a creative action Tuesday pushing leaders to raise climate ambition at COP26. An art installation in the Forth and Clyde Canal in Glasgow featured activists dressed as world leaders negotiating on a replica UN negotiation stage meant to look as if it's sinking in rising waters. Oh, that's pretty good. That's funny. Politicians, including a fake U.S. President Joe Biden, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, sat behind a banner that read, "World Leaders, Last Call for Climate Action," and depicted an Earth dripping in oil. Oh, yikes. Oh, my goodness. I love this site. They're great. So, last call for climate action. There you go. World's covered in oil. Water's up to their feet. They have to be rescued. Oh, yikes. The activists say that thus far at COP26, little has emerged to evoke optimism. So basically, all the world leaders getting together and saying what they're going to commit to actually try and address climate change has not been all that impressive, as was predicted in the article we just read. To wit, an analysis published Monday of summit attendees by a Global Witness-led coalition found that fossil fuel industry representatives have a larger presence at the event. Holy fuck. Fossil fuel industry representatives have a larger presence at the event than officials from any single country. Also this week, the first draft of the final decision text of the summit emerged and does not mention phasing out fossil fuels. How can you go to a climate summit and not discuss phasing out fossil fuels? Like what? Doesn't that kind of defeat the whole purpose of addressing the climate issue if you're not even going to discuss phasing out fossil fuels? And the fact that there are more representatives from fossil fuel industry than any other official from a single country just goes to show how greedy these fucking people are. They literally don't care that the earth is going to burn. They literally don't care. All the executives, all they want to do is just line their pockets as much as they possibly can. Let the world be on fire, but hey, I guess they're going to jet off to Mars, so they don't really give a fuck. In a newsletter Tuesday, Extinction Rebellion took stock of progress at the conference. So far, the group wrote, this conference has not been the climate game changer promised by politicians and promoted by the media. Is anyone surprised by that? Did you honestly think it was going to be a game changer? It's true that multiple global pledges have emerged, yet, said Extinction Rebellion, none are legally binding. So You basically make all these lofty promises and then no one checks. No one actually is going to enforce it. And how would you even enforce it, right? Few have stood up to scrutiny, and many offer so much wiggle room as to be meaningless. So make a whole bunch of lofty promises, but you don't have to follow through on it. We're not going to check that you followed through on it, and what you promised to do doesn't really do anything anyway. Great. Group further noted that COP26 is occurring in a backdrop of global carbon emissions rising again after a short pandemic-triggered decline. We are not heading towards a brave new world, the group lamented, just using small print and tech fixes to hold on to the old one. Among the false solutions climate groups say are being peddled at the conference is carbon markets, a scheme Grassroots Global Justice Alliance panned as a carbon unicorn that amounts to smoke and mirrors to avoid really keeping fossil fuels in the ground. I'm curious what that even is and how that works. Carbon markets. All right. Agitation from grassroots groups for leaders to commit to bolder climate action comes as the Climate Action Tracker, CIT, released its latest update projecting that based on government's 2030 pledges alone, the global temperature increase will be at 2.4 degrees Celsius in 2100. Yikes. So we've said can't go any higher than 1.5, but it'll be up to 2.4. Isn't that fun? Greenpeace International Executive Director Jennifer Morgan compared the projection to a telescope trained on an asteroid heading for Earth, adding that CAT delivered a devastating report that in any sane world would cause governments in Glasgow to immediately set aside their differences and work with uncompromising vigor for a deal to save our common future. We have until the weekend to turn this thing around, Morgan said in her statement. That means countries agreeing how they're going to come back next year and every year after that until the gap to 1.5 degrees Celsius is closed. No more excuses, she said. Time's up. Our leaders need to deliver, and now. Just gives you real hope for the future, doesn't it? 2.4 degrees Celsius. Highest we can go is 1.5. What are you going to do? Reading stories like this is just so insane. Like, I understand a lot of politicians are really old, but they talk about wanting to preserve things for future generations. Do they really just not care? Like, they literally care that little? Like, it blows my mind. Like, these people have children. Many have grandchildren. Do they think that they're going to be somewhere else? Like, where do they think they're going to live if this keeps going? Like, massive credibility gap, partisan gap in COVID deaths, growing thanks to right-wing vaccine disinformation. Isn't that funny? I wonder why. Partisan gap in COVID deaths growing thanks to right-wing vaccine disinformation. Yeah, pretty sure everybody saw that one coming. Fact that heavily Trump counties had over 3 times more COVID-19 deaths in October than heavily Biden counties shows that anti-science aggression on the right has had deadly consequences. The commentators of the right are literally killing their audience. That's not a joke. That's not hyperbole. I mean, literally just read it. They are literally killing them at 3 times the rate. Last month, in the United States, per capita rate at which people died of COVID-19 was more than 3 times higher in counties where former President Donald Trump won at least 60% of the vote, compared with counties that President Joe Biden won by a similar margin. Evidence, one public health expert said Monday, of the deadly consequences of anti-science aggression on the right. A new analysis published Monday by the New York Times found that the partisan gap in COVID-19 deaths, which has been widening for 5 consecutive months, grew faster in October than at any previous point. So what is this analysis? Let's see. Let's go to New York Times. Partisan gap has grown faster. Do I need to... Oh, maybe I won't be reading the analysis. All right. Bye-bye. Never mind. Anyway, I think they're going to hit the high points. Variation in COVID-19 mortality between heavily Trump counties and heavily Biden counties can be attributed to stark partisan differences in the uptake of vaccines, which are highly effective at preventing hospitalization and death in patients infected with the coronavirus. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, nearly 40% of Republican adults remain unvaccinated, compared with just 10% of Democratic adults. Is anyone surprised by this? When you listen to the likes of Fox News, OAN, and Newsmax, and they're constantly bringing up stories that telling you that the vaccine is more deadly than COVID, what do you think is going to happen? When you got the main man, Joe Rogan, advocating for using ivermectin and not getting vaccinated, what do you think is going to happen? Now we've got Aaron Rodgers saying he was immunized against COVID, being another anti-vaxxer, and he sought medical advice from Joe Rogan. What do you think? Of course, the idiots of the right are going to believe them, and they are going to die much faster than the people who actually take the vaccines, which are safe and effective, and everyone should take. Anti-science aggression on the right has had deadly consequences, tweeted Dr. Gavin Yamey, director of Duke University Center for Policy Impact and Global Health. Tune into Fox on any day, and you'll see horrendous anti-vax nonsense. John Whitehouse, news director at Media Matters for America, pointed out that even as COVID-19 deaths have hit predominantly Republican areas harder in 2021, this is not newsworthy in right-wing media. Yeah, right-wing media isn't going to highlight the fact that their disinformation campaigns is killing more Republicans than Democrats. Of course. Of course they would not highlight that. From John Whitehouse here, tweet, COVID deaths in 2021 are disproportionately in red areas, but importantly, this is not newsworthy in right-wing media. So counties where Trump, Biden, or neither won at least 60% of the vote. So cumulative deaths. So it's kind of on the same path, but now leveling off. A lot fewer deaths in Biden counties. And Trump counties just, upward trajectory, man. They're going to the moon, all right. Ay. Partisan gap in COVID-19 deaths worsens as support for Trump increases. Shocker. Counties where Trump received at least 70% of the vote have an even higher average COVID death toll than counties where Trump won at least 60%, the Times reported. And there's a part of me that is just a little baffled by this, given the fact that their idol, Donald Trump, said in public that he got the vaccine, and he recommended to people to get the vaccine. So you would think, if you are a cultist of the Donald Trump cult, you would listen to your cult leader. But apparently not. Oh well. As a result, newspaper noted, COVID deaths have been concentrated in counties outside of major metropolitan areas. Many of these are in red states, while others are in red parts of blue or purple states, like Arizona, Michigan, Nevada, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, Oregon, Virginia, and even California. Yes, even in the liberal bastion that is California, there are Trump counties. And they ain't doing too hot with COVID, apparently. They are dropping like flies. So you can see COVID deaths 2021, deaths per 100,000 people, broken up by counties. So you can see, pretty dark around this section of the country. I wonder why. This situation is a tragedy, the newspaper added, in which irrational fears about vaccine side effects have overwhelmed rather rational fears about a deadly virus. It stems from disinformation promoted by right-wing media like Rupert Murdoch's Fox News, the Sinclair Broadcast Group, and online sources that preys on the distrust that results from stagnant living standards. So I'm guessing this will be something like, you can make the argument it's much harder to radicalize someone if they actually have a decent life and they have decent social safety net programs. Like, they're not constantly afraid of slipping into poverty. Get unlimited access for $1 a week. All right. So, opinion poll. Great fight of our time. Yeah, nope. All right. Distrust that results from stagnant living standards. So I'm guessing in that opinion column, it's talking about what I just mentioned. That when you have pretty horrible standard of living, frankly, compared to other countries around the world, other developed nations, like, you're more susceptible to disinformation. You are more susceptible to being radicalized because you see that your life is not getting better. It's getting worse and worse. Then all of a sudden you have someone come along like Trump that said, I'm going to make life better for you. And then, yeah, you believe him. Fox News always talking about how they're for the working people. They're on your side. They're standing up for you. In reality, they're not. They don't give a shit about you. Times analysis coincided with the release of the KFF's latest COVID-19 vaccine monitor poll, which shows that misinformation about the pandemic has spread at about the same pace as the virus itself. Ain't that something? Helped along by right-wing news outlets and social media. So your crazy uncle on Facebook spreading all those ridiculous stories about COVID, spreading at the same pace of the virus. Wow. All right, so this one from Common Dream can actually see. Nearly 40% of respondents believe that the U.S. government is lying about the number of COVID-19 deaths, and 22% said they were unsure about the statement's veracity. That is nuts. Let's see if we get... we got some numbers here. Look at that. COVID-19 misinformation is ubiquitous. 78% of the public believes or is unsure about at least one false statement. Holy damn. People's trusted news sources are correlated with their belief in COVID-19 misinformation. So for all the horrible shit that CNN, MSNBC, all the shit they get wrong, at least on this, they are correct. So nearly 8 in 10 believe or are unsure about at least one common falsehood about COVID-19 or the vaccine. Have you heard anyone say, or have you read anywhere that, if yes, to the best of your knowledge, is that true or false, or do you not know whether it is true or false? All right, so the government is exaggerating the number of COVID-19 deaths. 38% believe that to be true. I understand people's hesitation with not trusting the government. Okay, the government lies to you. But on something like this, on a pandemic, why do you believe that? Because you are constantly told by the likes of Tucker Carlson that it is a giant conspiracy. Do not believe them. They are lying to you. They are trying to get you immunized and vaccinated with some microchip that is going to be used to track everything you do. This is the shit they say. All the while, you have a fucking iPhone in your pocket that tracks you anyway. Pregnant women should not get the COVID-19 vaccine. Deaths due to the COVID-19 vaccine are being intentionally hidden by the government. So they're simultaneously exaggerating the number and then also intentionally hiding. Oh, okay. So exaggerating the number of COVID-19 deaths and then hiding the vaccine deaths. Okay. Yikes. COVID-19 vaccines have been shown to cause infertility. Ivermectin is a safe and effective treatment for COVID-19. Literally, the fucking manufacturer of ivermectin came out and said, do not take this for COVID-19. How anyone can believe that is absolutely insane. They literally said it. Do not take ivermectin to treat COVID. It's not what it's for. Yet still people believe that to be true. You can get COVID-19 from the vaccine. COVID-19 vaccines contain a microchip. There it is. 7%. How people can believe that to be true is so insane to me. COVID-19 vaccines can change your DNA. No. No, no, no. Ay, ay, ay. All right. And then I guess, so this one, they just look at it by news sources, it looks like, that you trust. So most people who trust local and network TV, CNN, MSNBC, and NPR for COVID information believe little or no misinformation. Larger shares who trust Newsmax, OAN, and Fox News hold many misconceptions. I think that's pretty much true about everything, not just COVID. Like, again, it's not 100. CNN, MSNBC, they don't get everything right. They frequently get a lot of stuff wrong. But I think there was reporting a few years ago that showed you were better off not watching any kind of news whatsoever than watching Fox News. Because at least if you didn't watch anything, you're uninformed. If you watch Fox News, you are misinformed. So let's see here. All right. None, 1 to 3 false statements, 4 or more. Wow. Among those who trust Newsmax, you believe, golly, 86% of people believe at least one false statement. Only 14% of people who use Newsmax as their trusted news source, where they get their most hard-hitting news, actually are correct in this. Only 14% of viewers. If you are a so-called news organization and these are your numbers, you have no right to call yourself a news organization. You have failed epically at what is supposed to be your job of actually informing people. But in the case of Newsmax, obviously, you are working off of your narrative. Republicans good, Democrats bad. All this culture war shit, they're trying to ruin America. And if that's the case, they're doing a fantastic job. One American News, a little better, 20%. Fox News, the worst, 12%. Local TV news, NPR, MSNBC, network news, CNN. Even these are not encouraging. Like, none of these broke 50% of people not believing any false statements. Like, are you not just running segments constantly debunking myths? Because if not, you should be. Because this shit is legitimately dangerous, as we have already read. Like, you're 3 times more likely to die if you are in a Trump county and you believe this shit from Newsmax than in Biden counties. Like, this is legitimately killing people. So you should be on the daily running stories every hour debunking all the myths or all the misinformation from this. Because it's dangerous. It's killing people. One thing this study cannot disentangle is whether this is because people are exposed to misinformation from those news sources or whether the types of people who choose those news sources are the same ones who are predisposed to believe certain types of misinformation for other reasons. Yeah, I guess that would be pretty hard to discern, wouldn't it? Oh, yikes. That is not encouraging, though. The fact that not even MSNBC, CNN, NPR couldn't crack above 50% of viewers not believing any of their conspiracy, any of the COVID or vaccine conspiracy theories. According to KFF, 78% of survey respondents said they had heard at least one of the false statements presented by researchers and that they either believed it or weren't sure whether it was true or untrue. U.S. media, you have failed epically failed to do your job. Stems from disinformation promoted by right-wing media that preys on the distrust that results from stagnant living standards. KFF noted that people were more likely to believe lies about the pandemic, including that the government is exaggerating the number of COVID-19 deaths or covering up deaths due to the COVID-19 vaccine, if they relied on right-wing news sources, including Newsmax, One American News, and Fox News. This is just depressing. Per capita, conservative try to argue, stem from regional differences in weather or age. That's the argument you're going with, weather or age? If weather or age were a major reason, the pattern would have begun to appear last year. Yeah, no. I mean, it's vaccinated, unvaccinated. Like, I know you're trying to come up with all sorts of alternative bullshit to justify your bullshit, but that's the thing. Like, any form of scrutiny, if you look at any of their claims, it just immediately falls apart. So silly. Per capita rates of COVID-19 cases and deaths were slightly higher in states led by GOP governors by the end of 2020, but the mortality gap between heavily Trump counties and heavily Biden counties surged in 2021 after vaccines became widely available and as hostility to vaccination among Republican voters, fueled by right-wing disinformation, became increasingly common. The Biden administration's attempt to require workers at companies with at least 100 employees to be vaccinated against COVID-19 or tested weekly is currently facing legal challenges from several GOP-led states. Is it now? Remains to be seen whether Americans' willingness to take life-saving antiviral treatments from Pfizer and Merck will be shaped by the same forces that turned inoculation into a partisan issue. So legal challenges, I believe he's been sued by multiple governors already, saying that we are not going to follow any of your vaccine mandates, which again, it's not a vaccine mandate. And anyone who keeps saying it is, again, either lying to you or doesn't know what an actual mandate means. The Biden administration mandate says get vaccinated or get tested weekly. By definition, that is not a mandate. They are not forcing you to get vaccinated. You have the other option. If you want to get tested weekly, there you go. There are plenty of businesses that have been more strict, where they say you will get vaccinated. That is a true mandate. There have been government agencies, like we saw with the New York Police Department, you will get vaccinated, otherwise you will be fired or put on leave. If you have a problem with that, you should take it up with that organization. Because as far as the Biden soft mandate goes, it is not requiring you to get a vaccine. Pro-death cult strikes back. Jesus. Right-wing judges block Biden's vaccine rule for big companies. It's terrible for worker safety and public health that 3 conservative activist judges have suspended Biden's new rule requiring workers at companies with more than 100 workers to get vaccinated or tested. Okay, so it was judges who have now blocked this. Which, activist judge, thought that was supposed to be an oxymoron, but apparently not. Progressives concerned about workplace safety and public health responded with dismay after a federal appeals court on Saturday temporarily blocked the Biden administration's attempt to require workers at companies with 100 or more employees to be vaccinated against COVID-19 or tested weekly. Great. Grave statutory and constitutional problems with the rule. How so? A 3-judge panel from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit issued the stay in response to a joint petition filed Friday by a coalition of businesses, conservative advocacy groups, and the states of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, and Utah. Shocker. He has the authority to do this. So how any judge can rule on that and say it is a constitutional problem is straight up lying. That legal challenge and separate lawsuits from Republican-led states came just one day after President Joe Biden announced that the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, would begin enforcing its newly unveiled Emergency Temporary Standard, ETS, in the coming weeks. Companies with at least 100 employees have until December 5th to require unvaccinated workers to wear masks indoors, and by January 4th, they must require vaccinations or administer weekly tests. Pro-death cult strikes back. Yeah, so much for pro-life. How's that working out for you? Decrying the decision of the right-wing Fifth Circuit, labor journalist Stephen Greenhouse said on social media that it's terrible for worker safety and public health that 3 conservative activist judges have suspended Biden's new rule requiring workers at companies with more than 100 workers to get vaccinated or tested. OSHA's mission is to protect workers' health, Greenhouse continued. But the appellate judges seem to forget that COVID has killed thousands of meatpacking, retail, and other workers. More than 750,000 people in the U.S. have died. We're going to hit 1 million. It's going to happen. Have died from COVID-19 since the pandemic started last March, and the disease continues to kill nearly 1,100 people per day, most of them unvaccinated, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So let's see. Most of them. Let's go to Centers for Disease Control. Wondering what all the data means. So cases total last 30 days, 46 million. Deaths total, 753,000. 78.9% of people 12 plus with at least one vaccination. Community transmission. All right. At a glance, how many COVID-19 cases are in their county? Where can I see the number of deaths from death certificate data? I wonder if it's down here, or we click on this one. List of topics. Oh. This is like full-on spreadsheets. Ain't that fun? All deaths involving COVID-19. Deaths from all cases. Deaths involving pneumonia. COVID-19 and pneumonia. All deaths involving influenza. Okay. I was hoping they were going to give some kind of nice summary. Let's see. Daily trends in COVID-19 cases in the United States, reporting to CDC. 46 million total cases, 71,000 prior 7-day average. Current 7-day average, 70,000. Yikes. We are never getting out of this. It's just never going to happen. 426 million vaccines administered, 222 million people who received at least one dose, 193 million who are fully vaccinated. 58.2% of the U.S. population that has been fully vaccinated, 67% has received at least one dose. So wasn't it supposed to be over 80% that we needed to get to be like herd immune? So we're not doing great. That's unfortunate. Hospitalizations. So hospitalizations going down. Total new admins, 3.2 million. Prior 7-day average was 5,400. Current 7-day average, 5,000. So 6.7% decrease from the prior. Hospitalization rates among children, ages 5 to 11. This alone should be why you'd want to get vaccinated. Protect the children, man. How heartless can you be? Total deaths reported, so 1,100 is the current 7-day average, about an 8% change, decrease from the last time. All right, so there's testing. I wanted to see what the breakdown is, though, of most of them unvaccinated. Yeah, so you say most. What is that, though? Are we talking like 90%? Are we talking 80%? Like earlier on, when we had the early vaccine data, it was what, like 99.3% of all deaths were unvaccinated. I think a lot of that was prior to Delta. So I want to know, like, what is it now? Is it still upper 90s? Anyway, recent studies confirm that vaccines save lives. Yes. Last month, the U.S. Department of Health and Food Services analyzed the relationship between county-level inoculation rates and COVID-19 outcomes among U.S. seniors and found that vaccines helped ward off 265,000 infections, 107,000 hospitalizations, and 39,000 deaths during the first 5 months of 2021. That's fantastic. September, CDC researchers found that individuals in the U.S. who were not fully vaccinated last spring and summer were 11 times more likely to die after being infected with the coronavirus, over 10 times more likely to be hospitalized than those who were fully inoculated. How can you look at that number if you're someone who's thinking you're on the fence about getting vaccinated? If you're like, I've seen a lot of crazy things about it. I'm hearing a lot of really insane things that, the vaccine's actually worse for you than COVID. It can make you sterile. You're hearing all this stupid shit. It's completely untrue, and you're on the fence. But then you read that number. You are 11 times more likely to die if you get it, if you are unvaccinated, than if you are vaccinated. If you are a rational human being and have a normal thought process, how do you not immediately go, I should get vaccinated? How is that not immediately the thought you have? How do you immediately go to fake news? How do you not think that is true or accurate and that this wouldn't be protecting yourself? Greenhouse said that the judges evidently sympathized with Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott's let people die stance. Yeah, no shit. That it's overreach for OSHA to act strongly to protect workers from COVID. David Michaels, a leader of OSHA during the Obama administration, also rebuked the federal appeals court, describing his decision as legally dubious and politically motivated. The same activist court that refused to stay Texas' law that permits bounty hunters to sue anyone who aids an abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy has stayed an OSHA rule that is clearly within OSHA's authority, will save lives, and make workplaces safe. Yeah. Activist judge, not great. You're not doing what a judge is supposed to do. You are following an agenda. According to the Times, at the core of the legal challenge is the question of whether OSHA exceeded its authority in issuing the rule and whether such a mandate would need to be passed by Congress. Yikes. All right. So let's see if we can find what is going to be the outcome of this. Vaccine rule for companies with 100 or more employees applies to 84.2 million workers at 1.9 million private sector employers. OSHA estimates that 31.7 million of those workers are unvaccinated, and 60% of employers will require vaccinations, up from 25% today, resulting in another 22.7 million employees getting vaccinated. That's a good thing. Why wouldn't we all be on board for that? All right, several million covered by the mandate. Fifth Court panel's 2-page order directs the Biden administration to respond to the request for a permanent injunction against the rule by 5 p.m. Monday. Times noted it remains unclear whether the court's stay would be a procedural blip for the Biden administration or the first step in the unwinding of the mandate. Okay. Thank you, Brody Taylor. Hello. Newspaper explained that after both sides have filed briefs, the court will decide whether to lift temporary injunction, allowing the rule to proceed as planned, or whether to grant a permanent injunction. So, who knows? Still unclear if the mandate, again, soft mandate, is just now dead in the water. But I guess we'll see. Sad, man. I'm good. How are you? I think this is probably the last story I'm going to cover. Let's see. Legal challenges. Yeah. Gap in deaths. I think that'll be the last one. I've already been talking about this shit for an hour. Say international law requires rich nations to stop blocking patent waiver. Yeah, TRIPS waiver for the vaccines. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. All right, that's another infuriating topic. So I'm gonna switch to playing games. Alrighty. Let us swap over here. Didn't get to play Vanguard at all over the weekend. Was kind of disappointed about that. Again, with freaking quick resume, man. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's shit. So let's see if I can at least get to create a class. Eventually. And before I do this, probably need to update this stuff. Because I am no longer just chatting. But that didn't work. All right. Not really sure if that ever matters, but might as well follow what they say. Update, close. Didn't I have like a ton of followers? No, I did not. I've only started streaming recently. All right. Thank you. Not sure why it's not clicking. Classic maps return, Castle and Dome. World at War. Yeah, probably. I've only been doing this for a couple weeks, Brody. Filter. Okay, so it saved my filter. Sweet. I guess let's just do a quick play. All right. This will be my second game ever of Vanguard, so let's see how this goes. Commando.
Kill confirmed. Right. Eradicate all threats. Hope you like a little.
Oh shit. Yep.
Kill denied.
Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Holy shit. How many people are in here? There's only 6? It seemed like so many. God damn.
That's a kill confirmed for you.
I'm gonna go. Ah! I'm going for it. Ah, shit. Oh, nice. Love when that happens.
Flag.
Whatever this map is, I like this one. Come on, come on, come on.
Hostile recon. Spy.
Oh my god, I switched my settings. Now it's really fucking with me. Alright. This doesn't seem safe. Oh, that's nice. They don't give me a loss. Okay. Alright, phase def. I don't want to hear you anymore. Fuck you. 7 and 6. I guess. Oh, confirms. They don't show your deaths. Okay. It's good to know. This team MVP thing is funny. I really don't care. Yeah, I'm not gonna vote for myself. Good job, Easy Rider. Most eliminations. Okay. Attaway, boy. Well done for you. How many eliminations did he have? I don't even know. I didn't even check. Sweet. Is there... Oh, yeah. Match summary. Scoreboard. 27. All right. Okay. Good job, bud. So is it... I guess it searches for a new lobby every single time. That's crazy. I liked the old days where you'd stay in the same lobby. That was fun. Deathmatch. Wait, what are we playing? Domination. Okay. Like, all of these maps are just so new to me. It's so fun. Starting back at 0, not knowing anything. So 8 people on this
Domination.
one.
Hold the objective.
Jump.
Your enemies aren't pushovers this time. Taking Charlie.
I guess no one's gonna help me? Okay.
Charlie is out. Lead ours.
Throwing grenade.
Oh shit. Here we go. Damn it.
Hurry and you might catch up.
Alright, man.
Losing objective Charlie.
You just all mute.
Securing Baker.
Ow. Need a smoke grenade.
They're taking Charlie. Charlie is overrun.
I'm
They're
not doing well
driving
at
us
all
back.
this round. Damn.
Taking Baker. We hold Able.
Alright, I might have to switch that back. Because I am swapping my gun out way too much. Holy shit. Holy shit. I just can't do anything this game. God damn.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Recon sweeping the sector.
Counting out just
Alright,
yet.
that's bullshit.
Hostile recon.
Yeah.
Spies in the sky.
Alright. I need to switch that back.
Securing Baker.
Mantle. What is it?
Losing objective Able.
Holy fuck. Find it.
Closing with Charlie. They're taking Able.
God damn. Keep getting killed from behind.
Enemy's got a glide bomb
Guess that's
incoming.
why. Oh my god, I can't believe you fucked that up, man. Ah!
We're dug in at Baker.
Can I go this way? I can go this way.
Overrun.
Alright, let's heal up a little bit.
New intel, ready for report. Closing with Able.
Alright. Rubber grip. Okay. I wonder what that one does. This fucking dude with the shield is really pissing me off. God
Losing
damn.
objective Baker.
So annoying.
Grenade!
Well, that was fucking stupid. But maybe not. Maybe not so bad.
They're taking Baker.
Alright. Well, shit. Are you fucking serious? God, Kingus, you suck. Suck
Losing
my
objective
dick.
Able. Allied airdrop on the way.
I'll at least get one. Fucking hell.
Got an enemy glide bomb on the way. Friendly package inbound.
What's my equipment? I don't even know what my equipment is. Oh my god. Kingus Khan, fuck you.
The round is ending.
Jesus,
Make
fuck.
it count.
Got the intel.
Wow. Wow, John.
Friendly sending a glide
That was
bomb.
just bad. No excuse. That was just horrible. Alright, I'm gonna lose that fight, so let's just run away. Alright. Yeah, there we go again. Swapping guns. Alright.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
How the fucking fuck? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh no. Well, this is interesting. I have frozen time. I'm a fucking time wizard. What the fuck is going on? Well, this ain't right. Whee! Like, the controller's vibrating a lot, but nothing's happening. Yay, video games. Yeah, no shit. Error. Alright. Let's try that again. Shall we? Oh, before we do that. Yes, let's leave the lobby, because I need to figure out what that fucking button is that changed the priority for when I use the X button. So I guess it's not, is it gameplay? Weapon mount, automatic airborne mantle, sprint, reload, cancel, slide. There it is. All right. Let's prioritize reload instead. All right, so tap to reload and interact. If both are available simultaneously, tap to reload, hold to interact. Alright, so let's prioritize reload, because I'm getting really sick and tired of swapping my gun every freaking time I wanted to reload. Let's try that. See if that goes any better for me.
¿Qué sé?
Alright, is there a mute all? Yes. Thank God. Okay, another blitz pacing. I might end up changing the pacing. 'Cause I don't know. This is
Domination.
that
Take
last
the
round with
objective.
8 people just seemed like too
Training's
much.
over. This shit is for real. Capturing Charlie.
Too much spawning behind you. Just very
Throw
annoying.
grenade.
Go, man, go.
Capturing
Damn.
Baker.
Be good to know if my... What is my... Oh, stun grenade. That's what it was.
Capturing
Alright,
Able.
folks. Are we not?
Losing objective
That was
Baker.
horrible aim.
We dug in at Able. We took the advantage.
Seriously.
They're taking Charlie.
Oh, shit. Yikes. How did you get behind us? Like, that makes no sense to me.
Charlie
There's-
is
There
overrun.
are so many people. The fuck?
They're taking Baker. Baker is lost.
Can I just wait here? Wow, that was horrible.
Securing Baker.
Damn it.
Baker is ours.
Okay, nowhere else to go. Run away! Retreat! Oh my god, that was horrible. I had the drop and I fucked it up.
Losing objective Able.
Yikes. How are we losing A? We were all just right there.
Able is overrun.
These are just too many people, man. Just can't even catch a second to breathe. God damn.
Hell of a guard dog on the way. Fly bomb on the way. Recon airborne. Eyes up. Losing objective Baker.
Oh,
Baker is lost.
damn it. Damn.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
What's going on here is not
Charlie
smart.
is overrun.
Just very exposed.
Taking Baker.
Alright. shit. Could have had double kill there. Fuck.
Securing Baker.
Incoming grenade!
Oh, is that my own grenade? I'm gonna die by my own grenade. Is that mine?
Glide bomb on the way.
Oh, no. No, it was.
Securing Able. Allied mortar inbound.
Oh, what a dumbass. Why are you bombing me, you stupid fuck? I'm on your team.
Capturing Charlie.
Damn it.
Baker is overrun.
Oh my god, we're losing everything. I don't even know where the flags are.
Taking
Fuck.
Baker.
What am I close to, eh? Nah, that was stupid.
Taking Able. Lead is lost. Fight back.
Yep.
We hold Able. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in
I
the
am seeing
sky.
things now, for sure. There's too many places to hide and camp. It's so
They're
annoying.
taking Charlie.
God damn it.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Enemy glide bomb incoming. We have the lead. Keep it up.
Doesn't seem like a very
So far, so
useful
good. Keep at it.
kill streak. Anything that's airborne, like a missile strike, seems to be a very close.
Capturing Baker. Into the sector.
Missed him. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, damn.
They're taking Able.
Really?
Glide bomber assist coming in.
Oh my god, it's because their whole team spawned. Fuck.
Recon in the air. Spies in the
Alright.
sky.
That explains why they were taking A. Fucking everybody was there.
Losing objective Baker.
Tape grip. I thought I already got that.
Closing with Baker.
I'm gonna die.
Grenade!
Yep. Oh my god, I didn't die.
Heads up.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Dug in at Baker. New intel ready for report.
How am I still alive? No way. I want to save that replay. Fuck yeah. No way I should be alive from that. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. I was looking. Just trying to figure out how to save a replay.
Losing objective
I'm good with
Baker.
dying on that one. Can I mount? Oh, I can.
They're taking Charlie.
That's cool. Oh, I should have stayed mounted. That was dumb. That doesn't work. Get the fuck out of here.
Losing objective Charlie.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot they had another way in. Whoopsie.
Securing Baker. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in
Shit.
the sky.
Oh my god. How did you even see me? Jesus Christ. You got great eyesight, son.
Taking Baker. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Enemy glide bomb. They're taking
Are you
Baker.
serious? That little mounting feature. Quite useful.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
just gonna sit here until someone hits me. Like, why not?
Taking Baker.
How am I not hitting you? Like, I'm shooting right at your name.
Enemy
the fuck?
shells coming in hot.
Yeah, shoot me in the ass, it's fine.
They're taking Baker. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
Jesus.
Heads up. Enemy glide bomb coming in hot.
Thought that was somebody I was shooting, but I guess not.
Baker locked down.
Alright. Might be.
Throwing grenade.
They're taking Charlie.
How? I'm right fucking here.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
The fuck?
All objectives secure. Dig in.
Yeah, you don't want all objectives. Stop going for all of them, dumbasses. So they don't keep spawning behind us. Like, that's so fucking annoying.
Losing objective Baker. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Baker is lost. Watch your heads. Shells falling. Enemy's got a glide bombing coming.
Alright, we have Charlie, they have Alpha. Let's get Bravo. Shall we? Guessing there's people around here. Because they're very hesitant to move forward.
Objective Charlie.
I don't think lightning's gonna strike twice. I don't think I can get it twice in a row. I'm not even gonna get to the catwalk. Fuck me. Oh. Damn. That was a good game.
What the hell happened out there?
We were close. It's fine. Whatever. Somebody had 7 captures. Good for you, dude. VLK 400. Good for you. The fuck? Damn. Most headshots, okay. Let's... I don't want to do multi-kills. Good for you, multi-kills. 12, goddamn. Good job, Will Flo. Oh, someone gave me a vote. Why, thank you. I appreciate whoever you are. You're very kind. Alright, I was gonna say, did we seriously not unlock create a class? Like, we had to. Alright, what's good in here? So I've been using... I think I've been using the STG. Pretty sure. Do I have... Is it the same as in the other Call of Duty games, where if you have a spec for it, it'll show up? Guessing that's what it is? Alright, what do we got for muzzle? Sound suppression, accuracy, but it doesn't even take you off the map anymore, I've read. So that's recoil control. So really that, I think that seems to be the most useful. Like what the fuck is the point of even having the silencers anymore? Optic, slate reflector. Like, did any of these things actually exist during World War II? Aside from like regular scopes, but like laser sights? That seems a little sus. 1.35. Well, I'll try the slate one. Stock. Okay. Sprint to fire speed. That's useful. Initial accuracy and recoil. Aim walking movement speed. Steadiness. Sprint to fire speed and hip fire accuracy. I do tend to run around like a chicken with my head cut off, so that's kind of useful. Sprint to fire is probably best for me. Ammo type, that's new. That wasn't in the last game. No minimap ping. That's what it is. Firing visibility to enemies. So I gotta use 3 of 10 equipped. Holy fuck. You can put so much shit in this game. Aiming stability, weapon swap quickness. Probably aiming stability, I guess. And then mag. Oh, I got nothing. Shit. Okay. Huh, that's what I want. 45 rounds. Hell yeah. All right. So I guess I got nothing else. Customize. What do we have here? Camo. All right. So here we have to unlock. Okay, this is just the eliminations one. I'm guessing this is the headshots one. Yeah. Okay. Do I have any stickers? Guessing probably not. Nope. All right. So that's that. What perks do I have? Fortified reduces damage from explosives. That's pretty useful. Survival training. Maximize resistance to stun effects and immune to gas. Reduced damage reduction doubled while mounted, crouched, or prone. Reduces health regen delay from explosives. I'll stick with fortified for now. Tracker. Enemies leave behind a footprint trail. Radar. Enemies appear on your minimap when they fire an unsilenced weapon. Yes. That's what I want at some point. So I got to get to level 7. Double. Okay. Lightweight. Overkill. Like me some overkill. That's always useful. Frag grenade. Gam. I loved this fucking thing in the single player. This shit was badass. I love the gammon bomb. I want that. Thermite. Explosive which burns fiercely. I was seeing a lot of thermite in that last round, but it didn't really seem to do all that much. Thermite, throwing knife. Yeah, I want the gammon bomb. Fuck. And I'm not a fan of stun grenades. If anything, I'd want a smoke grenade. Oh yeah, the stim. I want the stim. All right. What other weapons? I'm guessing I don't really have anything. Yeah. Yep, no surprise. Shotguns, LMGs, marksman rifles. I'm absolute trash with marksman rifles and sniper rifles, so that probably ain't gonna be that useful for me. Do I have anything? I guess I'll make this my, like, oh, fuck, I don't even have a launcher. All right, never mind. So I guess we're just going to be rocking one class and kill streaks. What else did I get? Bombing run. Okay, so what do I have? Intel, nearby enemies, spy plane, counter spy plane, the glide bomb. All right. Well, cool. Let's play again. I'm wondering if on pacing, though, combat pacing preference defines the number of players in a match. So that's, I think, 6, 8, and 10. Is that what it is? All right, I'll give it one more go. Doing whatever, but I might change the pacing up to be fewer people because that last round was insane. And what was my match summary? I didn't even look. What was the scoreboard? How did we do? 30 and 19. That ain't bad. 5 captures. Guess it doesn't really matter, though, if the other people are like 45, 43, and 47. God, people are already getting so insanely good, so insanely fast. It's annoying. You miss one weekend, Call of Duty, and you're fucked. You will forever be trash after that. Would be nice to have some music going, but I'm afraid it's going to be copyrighted. All right. 6 of 12. Am I going to have to back out of this? Oh, no. Okay. Just reset it for me. Thank you. Well, why thank you, game. XP tokens. Oh, double. Okay. double XP and weapon XP tokens count down in real time and not in game time. That sucks. You fuckers. Yet another way to nickel and dime you. Castle. This looks like fun. Every map is just a new discovery for me now. Because if these were in previous games, I don't remember. All the way back to World at War. That was a long time ago.
Domination.
I would
Dig in
appreciate
and hold
to
the
play a
objective.
different game
Plan
mode other
ahead,
than fucking
plan to win.
domination, though.
Capturing Able.
Oh, I might want the other site. That one seems
Able is ours.
really tiny. So we'll see if that makes any difference at
Closing
all.
with Baker.
Oh shit. No way.
Securing Baker. Recon aloft. We got eyes. The lead's ours.
I've been down.
Losing objective
Oh
Able.
shit. All right, snipers.
They're taking Able.
All right, so like this map might be useful to have more people on it because this map is fucking huge.
I've been
6v6 might not be ideal for this size of a map. Oh, I did not deserve that kill, but I'll take it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
New intel. Ready for report.
What did it say hold to do?
Hostile recon in the air.
Oh, so that's how you select which ones you want to use. Cool.
information received.
Cool beans. Oh, shit. Sorry, last second. Yeah, like this map is huge. You need like 10 people on this one. Fucker. Sniper rifle. God damn it. And the fact that we only have 5 people. Yikes. Okay, like I hear somebody. I'm gonna feel real silly if I'm just hearing myself, which is always a possibility. So I guess if you do enough damage, they give you credit for the kill. So I guess that's nice. But yeah, this map is huge. Holy shit. How do I see the map? First team 200 points wins. Alright, well. This is very exciting round, ain't it? I wonder what the
They're
biggest
taking Baker.
map. Obviously, I've only played 3 maps.
Baker is
So, I really have no idea what the big maps are, but...
I've been down.
Motherfucker. And there's only one way to go? Really? Like I have to go this way? Shit!
closing with Baker.
Die, you bitch. Okay, again. That's kind of nice. I'll give you credit for it.
Securing Baker. Enemy
Lay
glide
down.
bomb incoming. Losing objective Able.
Yeah, okay, sniper. Suck my dick.
Able is overrun. They're taking Baker.
Oh my god, how?
Recon airborne.
Fuck me, I'm just gonna stay on Baker the whole time. God.
Grabbing some
Shit.
incoming right now.
Get the camping bitch.
Friendly guard dog on his way.
Someone got dogs?
Recon,
Really?
sector.
Maybe dogs aren't that hard to get.
Excuse me.
Oh, that is a dog.
Incoming stun.
Alright, so 15 kills. So I wonder if it takes
Losing
15.
objective Charlie.
Maybe that was now kills they're getting from the dog.
Charlie
Okay.
is lost.
Alright, that's fine, just as long as we keep B.
Closing with
Alright, go
Able.
get A. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me as I get A. Pins removed.
Securing Able.
It came from both directions. And we lost.
Baker is overrun.
God damn it. Fuck you, sniping bitch. Oh, Ether Chaos. Suck my dick. God damn,
Securing
dude.
Charlie.
I did not deserve to win that one, but okay. I'll take it. I think this is where Ether Chaos fucked me the last time. I don't think I want to go that way. And there's the
They're
giant circle.
taking
That's fine.
Charlie. We have total domination. Hold the line.
Stupid. Stupid man. Alright, let
Recon
them
aloft. We got
let them
lines.
have one of them. Take one of the endpoints. But let them have like A or C.
Losing objective Baker.
So we at least kinda know where they're coming from.
Losing objective Baker.
This is gonna hurt. Oh no, maybe not.
Able locked down. Baker is overrun. Recon sweeping.
Let's not go that way this time. Let's go somewhere else.
Capturing Charlie.
Can't go there. This map is huge. Golly.
Losing objective Able.
Oh my god.
Enemy
That was
controls
horribly
it all.
bad.
Take that ground.
I hate this fucker. I really hate this motherfucker. Ugh. Stupid
with
sniping bitch. I really wish they would just nerf
Friendly
snipers in
guard
this
dog
game.
on his way.
I have a feeling that didn't do shit, and that I didn't kill that person, but that's fine. Alright, come on, let's go.
Capturing Baker. We hold Baker.
Like, in one sense, it's kind of fun when it's 6 people, because you can actually, like, capture shit and hold it for a decent time, but at the same time, if you're on one side of the map,
Glide bomber assist coming in.
oh my god. Fuck you, you fuck. At the same time, if you're on one side of the map and somebody starts to capture B, like, no chance you get there in time. Like, none.
Tossing grenade.
Finally! Killed you, you bitch. I need to reload.
Throwing stun grenade.
Recon airborne. Eyes up.
Oh shit, that's my person. Jeez.
Intel ready for report.
I was lucky. Not noticing me.
Friendly
Guess.
bombing run inbound. Nearly done. This one's
Thanks for the
ours.
info.
Oh my god, come on. Fuck off with that stupid fucking sniper rifle, you fucking clod.
Tossing grenade!
Allied glide bomber on the way.
Hallelujah.
Way to hold the line, lads. Fucking brilliant.
Well, didn't do that great, but... Thank God it wasn't the stupid sniper who got the play of the game. How was that the play of the game? 1 kill? That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna vote for myself on this time. Most captures is important to winning domination. Like, that's how you win the game. Just let me have this one. Thank you, team. Do you get anything for being MVP? I'm thinking probably not, but... Oh, look at all the things I could have if only I give Call of Duty more money! So fucking stupid, man. I get wanting to extend the life of your game, but Jesus Christ, it's already a full-priced fucking $70 game on next-gen consoles. Like, holy shit. How much fucking money do you need? How greedy do you have to be? It's just so annoying. Alright, so let's try this other one. Because that other attachment was a little small. Bullet velocity and range. I probably don't want to reduce damage at all. I don't think that's going to end well for me. Assault pacing. Okay, so it's 6, 8. I'm guessing 6, 8, and 10. And I think this will be the last game I do today. I've already been going for almost 2 hours.
Team deathmatch. Eliminate all hostiles. This
Oh,
one won't be easy.
not domination. Okay, well I guess I got what I wanted. Or I got what I asked for. Oh, this is a big map. Okay. Shit. I need help. Somebody.
Defend me!
On the roof. Okay, I got radar. Seriously? Can I just bash this? There we go. Is that what this map is gonna be? Just standing on the roof shooting each other? Did he take my fucking leg off? Jesus Christ. Well, that wasn't a great spawn. Alright, game. Thanks.
Enemy glide bomb incoming. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
Alright. Motherfucker. Oh, fuck.
Intel ready for
Oh, shit.
Incoming gather!
Ran out of ammo. Damn it.
hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Enemy bombers coming up!
Don't know how I got that person, but I'll take it. The fuck? I was behind a rock. Seriously? That gamma bomb is something else. Jesus Christ. Alright. What are the chances I survive behind here? Oh, pretty good. Ouch.
New intel, ready for report.
Ouch.
Tossing grenade!
And I'm out of bullets. Run.
Grenade!
Alright. A lot of good that did me. So is this person still on the roof? Yes, you are. Suck my dick. Oh, hello. I don't like the long range combat.
Allied
I'm not very good at
glide bomber
it.
on the way.
Pretty trash at long range. Cannot aim to save my fucking life. Literally. So, you know, not a fan.
Tossing grenade!
Oh, I actually hit him. No chance. No shit. Oh, get
Heads
inside.
up, enemy glide bomb coming in hot.
I am surprised he did not turn
It's
around
a
at any
bleeding
point during when I
embarrassment.
chased him.
Grenade out!
Oh, I hit somebody.
Watch it! Stun grenade!
Boom. Oh, so I can't just jump through.
New intel, ready for report.
Team, we've got intel!
Get in. Holy shit, did I get all three of them?
Ready for target.
Please tell me I got all three of them. That'd be fucking sick. I have to use this before the game ends. How do I use this? Boom! Damn, we were close. 18-11, that's not bad. Yeah, buddy. Play the game. Love that. Is that me again? Alright, I'm definitely not going to vote for myself this time. Most captures was good, but I'm going to give you... give it to you, buddy. Mr. Right, whoever you are. Good job. Okay. Both win. That's nice. Very kind, very kind. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Look at the match summary real quick. So what did I unlock? Level 7. Scoreboard. Damn, we got so close. That sucks. All right, challenges got to 80. And weapons, loadouts. I get to have my radar. Enemies appear on your minimap when they fire an unsilenced weapon. I think that's what I want. Enemies leave behind a footprint trail. Yeah, like I wasn't even seeing that. Maybe I'm just totally fucking blind. But that did nothing for me, frankly. All right, what other optic I got? A clear sight window for offering 1.5 magnification. All right, well. Yeah, we'll try that one next time. Now what else we got? Ammo type. All right, full metal jacket. Frangible. These bullets fragment on impact to inflict more severe wounds and will cripple the target's movement when fired into their legs. Holy shit. Are you serious? Armor piercing. We get incendiary rounds now? Hell yeah. Bullet velocity. Increased limb damage. Hollow point. So you can explode people. Increase their stopping power to extremities. Oh, man. So you can just start lopping limbs off. That is... Oh, what did I miss? Was there something else I could do? Maybe cut... Oh, okay, camouflage. What else we got? Surgical. Gotta get to Selva. Completionist. God damn. To complete all weapon camo challenges for this weapon? Holy shit. For 7, so that's diamond for 7 assault rifles. Unlock the diamond camo for all weapon classes. It's the atomic. How much time do you have to spend playing this game to unlock that shit? That's insane. All right, got the M1 Garand. Maybe I'll give that a try at some point. Field upgrades. Goliath, what are you? Small remote-controlled bomb on track. I'm a fucking idiot. I was running out of ammo that last round, and I have the fucking supply box. God. Need to learn how to do more than just shoot the gun, because that would be quite useful. But I think that'll do it for me. It's been 2 hours. Been fun. Talked a little news. Played some games. And I think for next stream, probably just playing more. I don't know if there's much to talk about news-wise, but... be the same time, same place. So thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you had fun. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Have a good night.